How you doing there, guys? Welcome to another stream of Coretal CRM. A lot of guys know me, so I'm not going to go ahead and introduce myself. Jack is the founder of Coretal. Say hello, Jack.
Hi, guys. You all right? How's it going?
Howdy, howdy. We have Donald Chan, the man, with us. The man.
Hello. Hey, guys.
Hey, hey. For a lot of you guys who don't know, me and Donald Jan are big proponents of like the Microsoft ecosystem, Microsoft Teams specifically. And the reason why I felt like it was important to mention that is like not a lot of people are, right? A lot of people don't understand that Microsoft comes with, let's say, bookings, like a Calendly feature, and then Microsoft Teams. But since a lot of people are against that type of ecosystem, that's what, Jack was kind of set out to be like, look, it's something that's agnostic where it's not associated to a Google ecosystem. It's not associated to Microsoft, but you want to be able to have the same type of features, without, completely engulfing yourself in either or. So to do a quick recap, what we've covered over the previous weeks is, yeah, you'll be able to do bookings. Yeah, you'll be able to have video calls with your clients in a completely brandable container. But Jack, what are the other updates that we have to add on to that?
Yeah, so at the moment we've now got a nice few bug updates and fixes, which is always nice. And then our features, we've got our calendar board view, which is now shortly to be available. Finish that, just need to push the update and make sure it all goes through smoothly. And we're at the very tail end of our scheduling feature. So think Calendly, so you can book in meetings with your clients, and then at some point be able to push them into Coretal for those video calls, those group calls.
There you go. Let's talk about the feedback also that we got from last week. So we were all three here. We saw how people were going gaga over meet polling and that doodle-like features, right? What did you think about that since then?
Yeah, so I've sat down with my team, and it's something that we're looking now to add to our roadmap. Listening to all the feedback, so and seeing where we can build that in. Scope has been done, and so now once it comes up, we've got to roadmap that in, find our place, and then once that's done, we can start on the designs and start hopefully putting it in for you guys.
There you go. So we did take the feedback regarding meet polling, so that's going to be inserted, part of the roadmap too. So that's announcement number one. Number two, we're going to shock things up a bit. We're going to do a giveaway right now. So number one, I just wanted to say to whoever listed first, I'm sorry you didn't give StreamYard permission, but that does not enter you into the giveaway. So please give StreamYard permission so we can see your face, because otherwise if you win and you're listed as Facebook user, I don't know, or me and Jack don't know who to give the giveaway to.
So what are the rules of the giveaway?
Just leave a comment. Leave a comment, and then it doesn't matter where we're streaming to. Leave a comment, and then you'll be eligible for the giveaway. But if it's a Facebook group, unfortunately, Facebook wants everyone to have StreamYard to be given permission, so that way we could see your name and then your profile picture. So whoever wrote second, same thing. We don't know who that is. Apologies. That's between Facebook and StreamYard, but there's a workaround. Just give StreamYard permission. That's it. Let's do it. All right.
Like it.
Second again, Thomas. Mario, say what? What are you referring to? Facebook user, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I just got it yesterday. Looking clean. All right. All right, let's jump into, well, first, let's go ahead and have you guys know, that's tab folders. What the heck is that? We have a group here. Let me put the group up for us. Coretal, perfect. We also updated the roadmap. We will share the roadmap graphic in a little bit for everybody. Grace, first one was you. Oh, okay, perfect. Larry, let's rock and roll. Grace gave permissions again. Cool, appreciate it. Maybe that's what we just have to do. We just have to have everyone give permissions every single time they want to win the giveaway. I mean, that's kind of weird, but okay. Lee says, sorry, I have to run to a meeting. We'll watch the recording. Perfect. That's why we do these instead of webinars, right? Because webinars are like so impossibly hard to watch the replay sometimes. That used to be big like 3 years ago, but not as much anymore. So yeah, something to keep in mind. All right, let's do the first. Just jumping right in. For those of you who attended early, we're doing the giveaway now. So let's just do that. All right, put that up on the screen. There you go.
Love this new feature from StreamYard.
Oh, this is crazy, right?
Oh. Hey.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Thank you, Grace, for showing up. Sam, hello. Grace, thank you very much for the kind words regarding the haircut. Aditya, thank you very much. Go ahead and reach out to us on the Facebook page. Go ahead and reach out to us on the Facebook page, and we'll get you your lifetime deal. We have 2 more coming, guys, so stick around. Jack, what's next?
I think we're good to show you some of the new features, what we're bringing out, what we're working on at the moment, and what I'd like to have a look at as well is just show you also the guest permissions. I've got that up so we can just have a quick look at that and what works best, and just see how you can bring your team, your guests, your contractors into your Coretal setup. So
Perfect.
Let's share my screen with you.
Yep.
Let's go for, where are we now? Let's find the right one. So there we go. We'll share with you. So this is our dev environment for everyone, just so it's clear that this isn't a proper thing. So this is what we're working on at the moment. It's our calendar view. This is really close to being published. So what you'll be able to do is draw in all your boards, and they'll show on your calendar. You'll be able to add timelines, you'll be able to add dates. We've got, if it's just assigned to me, so if it's assigned to you, you want to filter down, you can toggle that. We've got a month view, a weekly view. So, you know, what you're used to, those really common and easy to use that you use with calendars, and also a daily view as well. So you can see how your day stacked up, what tasks you've got coming up next, where you put your resources in your team, and what time they need to be working on certain tasks and certain, you know, prioritizing these tasks for a certain deadline. And then you can sort by different boards, for example. So we'll go back to the monthly view. You can like search by the different boards you've got. So, example, you can select different the ones that you want to see, those that you don't want to see. So it's really easy to use and just gives you that nice overview from all your tasks, all your projects into one view. It'll only say for guests and for people that you only have limited permissions, it'll only show the stuff that's relevant to them if you want to make the calendar feature available to them. We're also working on adding in your Outlook and your Google calendars as well. So you'll be able to sync them straight into your calendar, and you'll be able to see this all from one place. So you've got your tasks, your boards, your projects, your meetings, and all those extra bits that you want to see in one place, all right into Coretal. And you'll also, as we got one question the other week, will you be able to sync multiple calendars? And that's a yes. So if you wanted to, you could add 2 Google calendars and 3 Outlook calendars, and you know, and then as we add different calendar providers, you'll be able to add them as well. So it's all in one place. And then we're also adding into it, like I said, this calendar functionality. So we've got our settings being drawn up here. Choose your availability, choose your time zone, your meeting durations. You'll have a shareable link, which you'll be able to do, or you can just send a direct email to someone. They'll be able to book in a time with you, and then you can obviously either have an in-person meeting, or once we finish off version 2 of our video calling, audio calling, you'll be able to shift them into a video call directly through Coretal as well. But that's coming up on our roadmap as well. And then, as I was saying as well, when we go into our board view as well, which is something that we'll be publishing on Monday of next week, just final few things to go through. We've got our board calendar view. So as you're going through your different views now, we've got list view, Kanban, and also our calendar view. And you'll just be able to see what tasks are where, how you're getting on with them. You can go straight into them and, you know, see all the comments, all the threads, all the images, or whatever's going on for that particular task. And,
Sure.
and that's right within right within your board, so you can just, it's direct to that board, and it's just building out those different views for you, so you can get different overviews. People work in different ways, different views help you in different situations, and we're just trying to provide you as much detail and as much information so you can run your business more efficiently, and your teams and your projects, so that everyone's better informed as you're going along.
When's that going to go live? Next week?
So the board view we're pretty much done with. Just the last few bits we're going to sort out this weekend, and that'll be going live on Monday. And then we'll be looking to finish the this calendar module for Wednesday. So the calendar module with your meetings will be done for Wednesday, and then we'll be shifting on for the rest of the week onto doing your Google and your Outlook integrations with that. So by the end of this next week, we should have the full calendar feature done.
So the reason why I asked that is we'll probably do an announcement in the group.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Group URL. Excuse me.
And then the next bit I was hoping to show you was also, I'll just need to share my screen again.
Sure. No, in the brief chances that you've had to take a look at Coretal, when you've had to, let's say, compare it to, let's say, other platforms, was there something or anything that stood out to you when you had a chance to play with Coretal compared to other things that we've seen in the space?
Bruce, you're talking to me? This one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I think so far, I think when it comes to project management systems, it's always quite a complicated thing. At the end of the day, I find that having multiple business functions into one is good for different stages of the business. Sometimes, like when I'm a little bit too in depth into like for example, in my day job, I running my own agency, right? I'm at that point where I need much more a lot more systems because we have a lot more project work with a lot of like complicated processes. But sometimes I think for like smaller companies, like some of the new side ventures I'm actually starting up, right? I probably prefer like an all-in-one solution, which like basically what Coretal has and everything lah. Again, I think it comes down to different strokes for different folks. It's going to be a case whereby how do I put it this way? I feel like some people would benefit from a more all-in-one solution, and they don't need like in-depth planning, resource planning features, or like dependencies and Gantt charts and everything to the 10th level, right? They just need like enough to keep their business organized. I think that would it feels to me that would fit the Coretal user profile a bit more at this stage, I would say. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I agree with you, and it makes sense. Which is why I guess so many people before in the past were always drawn to, let me pay one low price and get access to an entire ecosystem, right? We'll use Google and Microsoft again as another perfect example. And then in the space started to educate us on platforms that had it kind of like all the feature sets were built in one as opposed to separate tools or separate programs. Like Sweet Dash was another example that we saw, right? It had a crap ton of features, but you pay one price. I think their recurring was like $99 per user. Okay, great. But you got to see all that huge, that huge feature set, even though it's all under one platform.
Yeah.
But,
Don't
forget to hit the Facebook page, and for all the winners, don't forget to hit the Facebook page after the live stream too.
Yeah.
Anyways, keep going.
No, I think it really comes down to you have to try it out and really see, right? Like for us, like we took for a guy who like runs a group about that talks about like tools and stuff, right? It took me like maybe like 18 months or more to actually kind of like probably like at least 2 years, right, to settle down on like a tech stack. Maybe it's like because we have too much choices, right? So I think in the end, like we had to make a lot of decisions and take care of like edge cases and everything. So it's usually like one or two features, right, that kind of like makes the most sense to you in the end of the day. Like for us, at the end of the day, right, what we found that we decided to go all in was like well, I mean, it was Microsoft Teams lah, basically. So
Same here.
yeah, because like it was just it just didn't make a lot of sense to kind of like pay for like G Suite and then still pay for like Slack and all that kind of like stuff lah. So in the end, I mean that's why we kind of like went all in with Microsoft. So we had like Teams, we had Outlook, we had OneDrive, SharePoint, and I think it's working out quite well. I mean, it's really affordable and it gives us everything. But of course, like there are still edge cases where we still use like Google Workspace, right? We didn't abandon it entirely because like we still need a lot of the functions like because we run a lot of like digital advertising and stuff, right? We need the Google Workspace add-ons that we use for certain tools to run stuff lah. So I think it's a case whereby we decided to go with like 80% of our tech stack on like in the Microsoft camp, but still left like about 20% other tools. But of course, in the end, you still have to pick one major one because you're going to realize that you don't want your team members to be like learning too many things, right? Because it kind of like it hurts your productivity after a while. So yeah, anyway, that's my take, I would say.
Especially when you can't settle on a stack, right? You're too busy like testing instead of fully investing and just getting productive.
Man.
I was suffering through the same thing, and then it was like until I'd settled on, again, Microsoft Teams is the tool that I was going to have all clients use. I mean, Jack, how often are we using Teams every day to talk amongst ourselves?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
What you've adopted, yeah.
Correct. And then I was just like, okay, I get the value of Teams. I get the value of that all-in-one. But there's some people that are just anti-Microsoft until death. Jack and I had that conversation like a year and a half ago. And we're like, well, that gives us an opportunity to kind of come in and present like it was almost like a branded Microsoft customer experience where, you could have the same type of benefits. I mean, which is what came up last week. And a perfect example was the branded booking experience, right? There's not a lot of times where you can find someone that has like a complete all-in-one branded booking page. But now add branded meat pulling on top of that. So we were kind of talking about that because same thing, we couldn't find a tool that we wanted to, solidify on, and eventually we went with Teams, but you see Microsoft's branding all over. And I was like, well, Jack, this is an alternative. So it presented a means to have its own kind of like workflow that little by little you guys can tell based on looking at Jack's roadmap, the direction of what he's going. Basically, a lot of the tools and feature sets that you need to complete your work and tasks that we see in other ecosystems, little by little, eventually, Jack and Coretal are going to be incorporating that. Jack just needs to know what specific modules are you guys looking for? Workflows are you looking for? He may ask for a specific use case if he doesn't understand the type of workflow. So that way he understands how we can try to execute it. He may ask you for an example. Hey, what SaaS does that? And so those are the things that I keep in mind, that Jack keeps in mind. And that's something that we want to hear from you, which is why I put up the roadmap. Let me put that up to you. So that way you guys can vote and suggest on the things that we're looking to hear from you in terms of what are you looking for specifically. Guys, also don't forget, just like last week, everyone who is, leaving a comment is going to get those 2 teammate add-ons. Jack, how are they going to be redeeming the teammate add-ons?
Yeah, so we'll be giving out a code, and then when you come to buy your LTD, or once you bought it, redeemed it, just get in touch and give us that code back, and then we'll be able to add those extra teammates on for you. And just while we're at it as well, if you comment and part of the live stream, you get 2. If you want to join our Facebook group as well, we'll be dropping a unique code in there, and that'll give you 5 extra users. So if you want to join us there, so we'll be putting in tips, tricks. We'll be taking questions. We'll be doing Q&As in there. We'll be taking feedback from you guys, and helping you guys out in that area as well.
Cool. Jeremy, hello, sir. Joshua, hello. John, hi, guys. John and Donald, is a question for you. Are you ditching Microsoft Teams for Coretal?
No, I can't. I can't. Yeah, I mean, I've like, I can't. Honestly speaking, we're too. I think again, it comes down to knowing what is it that is non-negotiable and what is how do I put it this way? I think the thought process was this, right? What is non-negotiable? What is negotiable? What is and what are nice things to have, and how and which platform can give us like the best of like multiple features. So like for us, like the non-negotiables was kind of like was Teams, right? So it was like having a platform that you could chat, you could have channels, you could have leave voice notes, you could have voice calls, video calls, you could do recording. So like for example, like some of the way we've kind of like some of the ways that we're using Teams, right? It's like we're using like Teams for like training calls, and then we're taking the recordings, right, from our training calls, right, and just putting it into and just dumping it into like a OneDrive folder, so that new hires can just kind of like run through and everything. So that's kind of like a lot of things like in life is not so straightforward. It's like sometimes trying to like systemize your company or systemize your organization or like put SOPs and try to put up training videos and everything is really, really difficult, and it's not part of your natural training. So you might as well just do something that's more natural, right? Just like have 30 minutes or 45 minutes with your staff, get on a call, train them, and then just record the video, and then just make sure that the any other people who need to see it see it. So that's for us is like one of the reasons why we're very sticky with like Teams. For us that's like non-negotiable. We can work with any other platform, right? But it's just some things are not negotiable. It's like I would kind of like say like like we were doing like I was doing search for the last 1 or 2 months for for a few like productized services that I'm actually launching next year, right? So we've been looking at like mixing and matching different types of like platform. So like in the end, we for the new company, we're still going with like Microsoft Teams, but but we needed like a platform that how do I put it this way? I think Josh is the one who told me, right, that he has one platform where he does his internal chat, right, and one platform for client chat, right? So like sometimes having a project management system where you can bring your clients on board and you can talk within the system and do your project management work almost a little bit like a client portal, right? And they can like book calls with you, right? While having your like Microsoft Teams, right, being like cordoned off for your own internal team discussions is probably like I would say the how I would run the how I would kind of like use the tool set. I'm not sure. Like, does that make sense to you, Bruce?
Yeah. Like sometimes you may not want to have some clients, or you may not want to have some customers use Microsoft Teams. May maybe too technical, or they just don't prefer Microsoft. Or let's say they only live inside the Google ecosystem. Like we have clients that you guys have heard probably before. We work with like a Harley Davidson dealership. They don't care for Microsoft products. They're just completely Google oriented, right? So we understand if we were inviting them into Teams, that might be a little bit of an issue. But there would be like a perfect tool to blend. Well, how do we as a Teams company or a Microsoft company work with customers who use G Suite? Coretal will be a perfect way to do that because it has a little bit of the UI that blends the functionality of Microsoft or of Teams, but with UI that people may be like, they may seem more approachable because we know the Google UI is a little bit nicer than Microsoft. Or fine, okay, and it's not as technical. Okay, so that means what? Coretal then can be a tool that is appreciated and used by everyone, regardless of what ecosystem that they use. Think of it as the middle road between the two.
Yeah, and I kind of like also realized that, I mean, if you are a business delivering agency services, right? Like having a portal that can kind of like you can take you can kind of like make proposals and clear stuff, and maybe even take payments and stuff, right? Is actually not too it's actually not too it's actually pretty useful. Like for us, it's not like how do I put it this way? It's not like
necessary. It's not needed, but it's welcome when you can have it.
I wouldn't say it's like not needed. It's more like I've never done it before. Like perhaps when you come from maybe like the enterprise market, right? Like where like you always have like a 30 days credit terms for maybe like customers, right? And they don't, and the invoices are larger, so you don't pay by say like a credit card, or you don't accept credit cards for payments, right? Because like it's maybe less. I don't know if that's the case in maybe the US, right, or even like in Europe, right? But like in Asia, like just paying like agency services by credit card is quite is quite a rare thing, or like maybe even a bit unthinkable. It's like mostly it's like you pay through bank transfer and stuff and everything. So but as we kind of like start dealing with like more productized type of service delivery models, right? And also like having higher transactions, right? It's become like increasingly obvious, right, that sometimes you have to change the operations model, right, to be much more closer to like an e-commerce thing where people can just buy. It's like reducing the friction for your customers to buy stuff, right, rather than forcing them to have kind of like do it this way. And sometimes we find that it's actually easier, even though like we have to like take a hit on things like Stripe, fees and all that stuff and everything, right? Ultimately, I think like customers tend to buy more because they don't have to go through the thing, and also because we tend to collect the money up faster than 30 days, right? So okay, what am I saying? Yeah, I mean it just in general, I think like it's like being able to take electronic payments
Right.
while doing service delivery, right? It's actually quite it's something that I think we should definitely always have the option. So if a platform can combine that, I think it's it's good to do that. I think it's something that we'll also like actively look into next year for some of the new businesses that we're actually launching. Yeah,
I'm going to say it's a necessary evil, and let me be specific on that. You need to be able to take a payment that's in a form acceptable to customers, but not all customers or you would want to deal, say, with Stripe or credit card transactions, right? So the reason why I say that is because, as working in the enterprise market, also there's a lot of customers who want to pay by check who don't necessarily want to do electronic payment. So Jack, that also makes me think we have to come up with alternative ways that, as we want to maybe start to approach like enterprise, maybe bank transfers, maybe e-checks. In other words, other ways that aren't necessarily Stripe related, PayPal related, credit card related. For people that are using serious business processes, because let's say they just live in QuickBooks. Not everyone uses QuickBooks to make their credit card payment because they don't send the link to have people pay via credit cards. Sometimes it's done in other ways where it's like, let me just do a direct deposit. Okay, fine. Let me do an ACH. Okay, fine. Let me do a Swift transfer because it's international. Okay, fine. In other words, there has to be, or we should probably think of incorporating other ways of payment transfers. Like Donald said, it's especially on the enterprise side. Not a lot of people do or handle with credit card transactions. So that's something to keep in mind for the future, for payment transactions, for the proposals that Coretal creates. Which, by the way, I wanted to ask you, and since we're all organically talking about this, when you create a proposal, can you have it as an individualized proposal link? And let's say we have CNAME attached to it. So it's like a fancy, proposal. Here you go. Click on your link, and it's like a link dedicated to the proposal for that client.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you create a proposal, you send it out to the client. You choose if it's attached to a project or anything, or a client. So within Coretal, it'll always be, have that timeline of what you're doing, and then they get the email, and within that they click in and go straight to the proposal that you built. So it's your beautifully designed proposal will be there. They can go down, obviously read all the terms, add your blocks in that you want to, add in the information that you want to, and yeah, it goes from there.
And let's put that on pause and let's put up the next giveaway. I'm trying to do it as a surprise, guys, so you don't necessarily know when it's coming. And the next one is Sammy. Hold on. Sammy, did you win last week?
You win.
Okay. Jack and Donald, I'll let you guys decide. If someone's lucky enough to win an LTD a second time, do we want to give it to them or do you want to hand it off to someone else? That's totally up on you guys.
I'd say if they show up, I mean, they should have it. I mean, yeah. So
yeah.
Cool. So Sammy, there you go. You won a second time. So make sure you reach out to us inside the Facebook page too when you're done. Cool.
Okay.
I'll take a photo real quick so that way we can save that for Sammy and we'll post it up inside the group. All right. All set. Okay. Questions real quick. Thomas. Oh, he was so close. Yes, that's true. Congrats, Sammy. Okay, so the reason why I want to talk to you about proposals real quick is the one thing that we also liked about Better Proposals functionality is when someone clicked on the link, or let's say they went to the very last page. In other words, they did 100% view. And I was like, it would be great if we had like that type of proposal tracking that the moment someone clicked on it, because it was sent from within Coretal, we know that it was only sent to one email address, to that one specific email address. In other words, did John Smith at AOL, did they click on it? Did they go to the very last page? Did they actually make the payment? And then we get notifications along the way. And I was like, oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've scoped out that idea already. So the tracking, the timelines, that'll link straight back into the CRM. So we've already got a timeline functionality within the CRM. So just link back into there. And then we're also looking at adding pages. So it's not one of our immediate features, but it's something we've got on our on our radar and what we're looking to go towards, because that is when you put your proposals out, you want to see that data about, are they hitting, are they missing, who are they being sent on to, are they being forwarded to people, is there real interest in what you're doing, or is it someone just giving you lip service? And so we want to give you that power and that data as you're going through. And again, it all links back into your CRM. So you're thinking of some of the most powerful CRMs out there, HubSpot, various other ones, Pipedrive, Salesforce. They track this movement of people through your pipeline and those touch points as you're going along. And that's what we want to give to people, because we have these two functions, your invoices, your proposals and your CRM, or your invoices, your CRM, your contracts and your CRM. They just link seamlessly. We can push that data across without you having to hack stuff together and make it work. APIs, webhooks, when I say we're building them in as well, but those internal systems are just will just happen.
So and that kind of makes me ask something about pages. When you say pages, are you talking about like pages where you would actually build like blocks so it looks like a web page in the form of a proposal?
Yes, I should show you. Let me get up our. I've got one ready that I can show you sort of how it. This is obviously just where are we? A template one that we've put together.
Sure. I haven't even seen this template yet. I'm
interested. So there's no images in it or anything at this point. Just trying to find it now.
Sure.
But just to show you how it. Just let me know when you can see that.
Yep.
So we have this. So it could be like Coretal and Nike, New Year's Eve event proposal, and so you can add these blocks. All these are movable. I can delete this. I can change this text here. I can add an image here. We can change the background. make this
So you can
background
build a
here.
proposal to be out as fancy as you want it to be, essentially.
Oh, absolutely. We've got blocks. If you go to add here, we've got our blocks already. So whether it's text, images, and we'll be adding blocks as we go along, your socials, menus, spaces. But yeah, and then you can drag and drop these around, put them into different places. And then you can obviously save it as a draft and for approval, or you can send and save. And then we attach this to, you can attach this to a CRM contact, to a project. You can add in a price against it as well. Not that they'd pay it, but just giving people an idea of that price, and then issue dates and due dates. But all this is, viewable, and then you can put this into a mobile view as well. So as you're building it, it gives you an idea of what your mobile view is going to look like as well. But yeah.
So in a way, it almost is going to be like you have a white label proposal platform too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, and then what we talk about with pages is what you'll be able to do is you could create one page as, a menu page. You could create the next page as an introduction page about you and your business. Page 2 could be your services, and page 3 could be what the services you're offering them in that moment are, and what that proposal is for. And then 4 could be like, get in touch, here's some more details and stuff like that. So, and then what we'd be able to do is track as you move from page 1, page 2, page 3, how long they're on that page for. And that's what we're talking about with pages.
I love that. I'm looking forward to that. Thomas asks, is there an HTML block or an HTML edit mode? And then I'm going to ask, can we insert JavaScripts to those pages so we could, let's say, attach our own chat, for example, or our own pop-up tool?
So with the pop-up tool at the moment, not yet, but again, it's something we're looking at. So you'd be able to say, like we have this chat down here, they'd open it up and be able to add you any questions. But with, so what was the other one? HTML, was it?
Yeah, HTML block or HTML edit.
Yeah, it's not there at the moment, but it's something we're working on. So we should have that shortly that we're looking at. So, but yeah, so it's be a really nice sort of feature where you'd be able to, embed and add various different things into it.
Real quick, I put this up briefly, and this is for you guys. We haven't really had also a lot of good success with affiliate programs this year. I mean, we all kind of know how the niche has been shaken up a bit. But hey, I convinced Jack to give everyone 30% rev share. So if you guys want to go ahead and take advantage of the sale on Coretal now, as well as the coupon code, now is the time to do it, and you get 30% off his rev share in the process. So feel free to sign up there. Jack, let's talk about the discount real quick. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so actually our discount is ending this weekend. So we've got our 20% off at the moment. Just coming back to you now. So we've got our 20% off at the moment, and that'll be ending midnight Sunday. So, get in while you can now. So that's Martech BF21. We've got 30-day refund policy. So if you find that, Coretal's not for you, we hope it is for you. But if you do find out that it's not for you, we do offer a 30-day refund policy. So say get in there this weekend, because, we'll be ending that 20% off code for the holiday.
There you go. Early bird discount code ends Sunday. So make sure you pick that up ASAP. What's going to happen after Sunday? I'll put it out there because I know some people are going to ask anyways.
Yeah, so after Sunday, we're looking what offer we can give you. We're thinking obviously dropping down to probably 10% at that point. But if you'd like to make the most of that extra, discount at the moment, we are. But that's something we're looking at. We hope we can bring it to you. But I'd say if you really want the discount, get in it by this Sunday.
Cool. John asks, and we addressed this in previous episodes, I think 2 different episodes. How many people are working on Coretal, Jack? I'll let you answer that.
Yeah, so we've got 5 people. So we've got myself, founder. We've got Laura. We've got our front end dev, back end dev, and our project manager QA as well. So 5 of us.
5, 6,
5, 3 on the dev side, and then we also bring in, extra help as needed as well, sort of on a ad hoc basis.
Cool. Sujana, hi Jack.
Hey, Sujana.
And Donald, looking great. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just got the cut last night too.
Yeah.
So yeah. Donald and Jack looking perfect as always. I'm just trying to catch up to them. I'm just trying to catch up, guys. So pray for me.
Yeah.
Pray for me. There you go.
Too kind.
There you go. Well, you guys put me to shame, so it's like I have to up my game essentially. So there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And on that note, don't forget the discount code, and we'll do the last giveaway. And here's the checkout LTD. That's the landing page right there. All right, last one.
No. Someone from last week as well, won't it?
Vishnu, there you
All
go.
right.
Hey, Vishnu. Hey,
Good on you, man.
congratulations.
Congrats.
All right, we'll take a little photo for Vishnu there too. Perfect. All righty, Vishnu, make sure that you also reach out to us on the Facebook page as well. Just reach out to us in chat, and Jack and the team will get you guys all set up there.
Yeah, let's give it a shout.
John, any plan to go to AppSumo in the future? That's for you, Jack.
Yeah, so not ruled it out. Not being in touch with them or anything yet, but something that might happen. We'll see how stuff falls and how it goes. I think AppSumo is a really powerful platform for getting your name out there, getting people on, and obviously getting that small bit of injection of cash as well. But yeah, it's something we've thought about or thinking about, but we've got no solid plans for it at the moment.
Got it. Okay, so let's go ahead and we got a few comments here. So Vishnu, congrats there. Congrats. Yes, Vishnu, you won. Reach out to us on the Facebook page. Anmol, hello. Thank you for joining us, watching from India. Thank you kindly for letting us know where you're at and saying, we're saying hello to all of our Indian brothers over there. Supercat asks, how about adding multiple currencies? We've had that discussion before in the past. Jack, I'll let you take that one away.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment we work with pounds, euros, and dollars, US dollars, but we've got a load of interest in different currencies, and actually it's on our roadmap. So I think it's number 4 in our list at the moment is to add in Razorpay and also add in extra multiple currencies as well. So I hope that helps.
You got it.
Is there any particular currency that they're looking for? If you just add that in the comments and let me know which one it is.
Or also go ahead and leave that suggestion on the roadmap page. That way more people can vote up on it, please. Yeah, we'd appreciate that. Anmol, can we participate in the giveaway? Guys, apologies. That was the last one we had. We did 5, but the whole show went on an hour and a half, right? I'm not trying to keep Donald up that late this time. I promised him we'd keep it short. So this one is only 3. We're only doing 3 this time. That was the last one of the day. We've been going on for the last 43 minutes. So apologies for that, Anmol. But thank you for joining us.
If you want, from just commenting as well, you'll get, if you get an LTD, we've got an add-on code for you for 2 extra users. And if you want to join our Facebook group, you'll get a unique code for 5 extra users with your LTD purchase.
There you go. John, if you do go on AppSumo, please don't forget us early adopters. So I'll address that one. Remember when Nimbus came on, guys? I made sure that didn't happen. Remember when NextWeave came on to AppSumo? I made sure that didn't happen. Don't worry, guys. If Jack were to go to AppSumo, I'll make sure that we're all taken care of. So
definitely, and
yeah,
I've bought plenty of lifetime deals myself as well, and I know how it feels to get stung. So it definitely won't happen. It hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
So,
that's how we all feel every time we open up Facebook every day, and we're like, "Oh God, what's going to happen today?"
You've seen another one, and you just So I know the feeling. I've been there, so I can empathize.
Sammy, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Guys, like I said, we're going to keep it short today. We're going to wrap that up. We're going to try to do another one by the end of the year. It's just a matter of scheduling because we know we have Christmas. We know we have New Year's. So we'll let you guys know how we're going to get that one in. We don't know. We don't have a specific date set up yet. But after Sunday, I'm trying to convince Jack to do like a 10% discount until the end of the year for the next 2 weeks after that. So just keep that. Just say again, Jack.
Twisting my arm, Bruce. you know.
Well,
so
some of these guys know that they've been around some of the campaigns that I've launched where I've had to twist founders' arms 7 or 8 times in the middle of a campaign, so they know that I go to bat for them, right?
no, I know.
That being said, guys, so pick up if you want the full 20% discount. Pick that up before Sunday. After Sunday, I don't have a specific discount rate yet, but I'm trying to put that in place. It'll probably be something like 5 to 10%, whatever Jack and I'll talk it over with Donald too about pushing that forward. But if you want the full discount, again, don't wait until the very last minute because you'll forget if you wait till Sunday. So make sure you pick it up with the early bird discount. That being said, I think we're all set. There's the link right there down below, and I'll put up the discount code for you guys one last time. And we'll see you guys, Jack and Donald. I'll see you in a few days.
Yep.
On another live stream, and everyone else.
Look forward to it.
Go ahead, Jack. What did you say?
No, just saying. Look forward to it.
There you go.
Great.
Merry Christmas, guys. Happy holidays.
Cheers, guys.
Have a good one.
Thanks for watching. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.